Solomon's Temple, also known as the First Temple, was an ancient Israelite temple located in Jerusalem. It is described in the Hebrew Bible as being built during the reign of King Solomon, who ruled over the United Kingdom of Israel around the 10th century BCE. The construction of the temple is a significant event in biblical history and holds great religious and historical importance. In this video, we will explore the story, design, significance, and legacy of Solomon's Temple. Historical and biblical context. To understand the significance of Solomon's Temple, we must delve into the historical and biblical context surrounding its construction. After the Israelites settled in the Promised Land, they established a monarchy, and David became the second king of Israel. David desired to build a temple for God, but he was prohibited from doing so by God, who instead promised David that his son would build the temple. Thus, the responsibility fell upon Solomon. Construction of the temple. Planning and design. According to the biblical account in 1 Kings 6, Solomon began the construction of the temple in the 4th year of his reign. He employed the services of a skilled craftsman named Hiram, who was skilled in bronze and other crafts. The temple's design was heavily influenced by the architectural traditions of the ancient Near East, particularly Phoenicia and Egypt. The construction of Solomon's temple required an enormous number of resources. The temple was built on Mount Moriah, the same site where Abraham had offered his son Isaac as a sacrifice according to Bible. The primary materials used were stone, cedar wood, and gold. The stones were quarried and shaped off-site to minimize the noise during construction. The temple's inner walls and floors were covered in cedar wood, which was known for its durability and fragrance. Solomon's temple consisted of 3 main components: the porch or entrance, the main sanctuary called the Holy Place, and the innermost chamber called the Holy of Holies. The Holy of Holies was separated from the Holy Place by a large curtain or veil and housed the Ark of the Covenant. The Holy Place contained various items of furniture, including a table for showbread, a golden lampstand, and an altar for incense. Significance and function. The dwelling place of God. The primary function of Solomon's temple was to serve as a dwelling place for God. It was believed that God's presence resided in the Holy of Holies, where the Ark of the Covenant was kept. The temple symbolized the covenant between God and the Israelites and was a physical representation of God's presence among his people. Worship and sacrifice. The temple served as the central place for worship and sacrifice for the Israelites. The priests conducted daily rituals and offered sacrifices on behalf of the people. These sacrifices included burnt offerings, grain offerings, and peace offerings. The temple rituals played a vital role in the religious life of ancient Israel and were seen as a means of seeking forgiveness, thanksgiving, and communion with God. National identity and unity. Solomon's temple held immense national significance for the Israelites. It was a symbol of their identity as a chosen people and represented the unity of the 12 tribes under one monarchy. The temple also served as a unifying force, bringing together people from various regions and tribes for religious festivals and ceremonies. Destruction and legacy. Destruction of Solomon's temple. Tragically, Solomon's temple met its demise. In 586 BCE, the Babylonian Empire under King Nebuchadnezzar II invaded Jerusalem and destroyed the temple. The Babylonians plundered its treasures and took many Israelites into exile. The destruction of the temple was a significant event in Jewish history and marked the beginning of the Babylonian exile. After the Babylonian exile, a second temple was eventually constructed on the same site by the returning exiles. Although smaller and less grandiose than its predecessor, the Second Temple served as a central place of worship for the Jewish people until its destruction by the Romans in 70 CE. The memory of Solomon's temple and its importance in the religious and cultural history of the Israelites persisted throughout subsequent generations. Solomon's temple has played a significant role in Jewish and Christian traditions and continues to be a symbol of religious devotion and national identity. The temple's destruction and subsequent longing for its rebuilding have shaped Jewish thought and religious practices, including the observance of Tisha B'Av, a day of mourning commemorating the temple's destruction. Additionally, Solomon's temple is referenced in the New Testament, connecting it to Christian theology and eschatological beliefs. Solomon's temple stands as a testament to ancient Israelite architecture, religious beliefs, and cultural heritage. Its construction and destruction have left an indelible mark on the religious and historical narratives of Judaism and Christianity. The temple's grandeur, significance, and enduring legacy continue to captivate the imagination and spark scholarly inquiry into ancient Israelite history and religious practices.